So everybody's got their piece?
I got mine.
All right.
You're looking in this area.
Mom. Happy New Year and welcome to my channel where I do stuff and make YouTube videos about it. You are in for a treat today. Well, actually, we're in for a treat today because we get to eat the delicious food. But today I was really looking forward to making this episode because not only does it include one of my most favorite family recipes, but it also includes one of my favorite family traditions.
It's a favorite for everyone.
Yeah.
We are making pita with cheese filling that we put a coin in because it's New Year's. We cut it in different pieces. Everyone gets their own piece, and if the coin is in their piece, then they are the lucky ones for the year in the family.
I think it's a little bit more special this year because we've all been dealing with COVID and isolation. We have a creative way that we're gonna do it with our family. I'm fortunate that because my mom is a single family household, she's able to partner up with one other household. That's why we're still able to hang out. But my brother and my sister-in-law and my nephews, we all want to take part together. This is something we do pretty much every year. We have a creative way, so you'll get to meet the rest of my family and get to see who gets the coin this year.
And it will be done remotely.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's important to be able to spend time with your family, but also be safe about it. So we figured out a very clever way of doing it. So you'll get to see that later. We filmed it over a couple of different days. So you might notice some continuity, different outfit changes. Doesn't really matter.
We get to show off more clothes.
Yeah, that's right. I do want to send a very special Happy New Year. Wish all of the best for you. Something that I saw online where, you know, I see a lot of people saying, oh, 2021 sucked, but I accomplished so much and I accomplished this. And I know that some people haven't at all and have suffered quite a lot this year. So just remember that making it to 2021 is an accomplishment in itself. So just be grateful that you're still in the game and you still get a chance to make 2021, or maybe, you know, maybe it'll be 2022. That'll be your year. So I just want to send my love and best wishes for all of you. And hopefully this is a lucky year for all of us, whoever gets the coin.
I can say the same. Yes, it's going to be lucky because we made it, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. My love for me too.
Now let's get making pita.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so regardless of what the filling is, the pastry is always going to be the same. So what do we need for the pastry?
We need flour, depending on what size we're making or how many we are making. That's how much flour. We don't measure.
But how much would you at least want to have on hand?
I would
like
say
minimum.
For one, I would say 4 cups.
4 cups? Okay.
Yeah. I like putting some yeast in the dough because it makes it more pliable. Half a teaspoon, depending. When I make 2, I'll put 1 teaspoon. When I make 1, half a teaspoon.
That's good math.
With a little bit of warm water, and because the rest of the water will be cold when we put it in.
So you need some warm water
just
and
a little
cold
bit
water.
of warm water.
What's a little bit? Like
a quarter of a cup.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
The salt, any kind of salt, obviously, just a little bit for the taste of the dough. You know, you don't want the dough to be bland. Yeah, this is it.
And then for the equipment, just
we need a bowl, and this is for when we actually use it to make. Actually, this is for later when we use the.
But you do need it for the to make the pastry.
Yes, yes.
We're not actually making it yet, Mom. We're doing the ingredients.
This is it. We need tender flake.
Oh, so we did need more ingredients.
Oh, the tender flake. I forgot. Sorry.
We need these ingredients from the beginning.
That's right.
You need to tell people from the beginning what ingredients we need.
I don't know. I just do it naturally. People use Crisco, but it's a vegetable shortening.
Right.
This is
fat.
Real. It's fat. It's real fat.
So you need rolling pins as well.
Just sort of this. Yes, we need the rolling pin to work to flatten the dough. This is nice and heavy. It's marble. It's cold, so it doesn't stick to the dough. This is a very traditional one. Actually, Theodita gave it to me.
Oh.
It's good as well. But for this, I prefer that. I tried this, but I got used to this, I guess. It's a preference.
Okay.
It's a preference. That's it. It's very simple. For the dough, it's very simple. It doesn't have a lot of ingredients.
Okay. Wait before we start.
Oh, that's right, too.
We didn't get new ones today, but we'll wear different ones, so that way it looks different. So you can have the cardinal today.
And you can have lemons. Next thing, we wash our hands, take all the jewelry off. Okay,
We're ready to dough.
Ready to knead. I will put 3 cups first, and then I'll have 1 cup as a reserve while I'm working with the dough. I'm not really measuring exactly, so we'll put that away.
Oh, you know what I should have asked? I meant to ask about the flour. It's just plain white flour?
All purpose.
Is there a particular brand that you like?
Robin Hood, I like.
Robin Hood, okay.
Yeah. Okay, some salt.
Other way.
Do you want to do it? One more. That's it. Good enough. Now we have the yeast with the warm water right in the middle. We start kneading. What's that?
So that you put a half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon.
With just a little bit of warm water, just
Yeah.
to kind of activate it before because you don't want to put it in the.
Exactly.
Right, okay. So what is it that you're going for? You're pouring a little bit of water. You're looking for texture and that everything is mixed properly.
Well, in the beginning, you do it a little at a time because you don't want to pour it in, and then you might have too much liquid. You know, you have to keep pouring flour and all that. It's just to control what's, you know, how much dough you're gonna make. Really, I think we're gonna need more
Water.
more flour.
Oh, more flour and more
Yes,
water?
and more water. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I never really measure. In this case.
You're pouring it in your hand first.
Yeah, just the control issue.
No comment.
I want to have it as much as to the texture that I want it. So it's not soft enough. Then use both hands. It's feeling pretty good.
It's almost rubbery, like.
It has to be very soft without it being sticky. Yeah, it's getting there. This is the way I make it. Somebody that knows how to make it, watching the video, may say, oh, I don't do this. Somehow, whatever I do, seems to be working. So,
Why do you poke it like that? Just to get the water?
just to put the water, the moisture inside. Yeah, it's getting really good now. I think one more time like that. See how it's on the table, it's not sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And yet it's pretty soft. That's really good. See?
So that is an indication when you're
No,
pushing it like
not
that?
really. It's mostly the feel, the way it feels. For me, like after all these years, I can have a feeling for it. Basically, that's what it is. It has to be nice and soft. We have to get the balls ready. So I kind of do it this way, and I will cut 3 pieces. So basically, every piece is like 1 cup of flour. Yeah, a little bit more.
A little bit more. I'm gonna touch it.
Touch
I
it
just
to
kinda
see
wanna
the
get used to
texture,
it.
yes. It's like Play-Doh, right? The texture of it.
Like it feels quite heavy, surprisingly, but it doesn't look it. It looks like a poof ball,
Yeah.
but heavy.
Now, they sit just for like 5 minutes here. You put it there. Perfect. There. This is all the dough we need for the pita.
You don't need to cover it, put it in tea towels.
No, because it's not gonna stay for that long. So now we're gonna prep while this is resting. We're gonna prep for the rest of the things.
So the next trick is really what creates the kind of the fluffiness and the flakiness of the feel of the pastry.
So now we floured the surface. I'll do the one that we did first. It doesn't have to be very thin this time, just nice and long. Not everybody makes it this way. Your aunt Fanny, your dad's sister, showed it to me. So now you do enough of this, not plenty, actually, because it's all of this is going to be rolled into inside each other. So one I do a little wider, and you'll see why. So what we do is you just roll it. So all of the lard goes inside here. If you can imagine how many rows of lard and pastries is inside.
And so you do the bigger one to make sure that you're covering all the ends on each
I'm
side.
cutting, I'm closing in everything. Everything has to be present inside.
Imprisoned. I'm gonna trap you, butter.
Yeah.
Okay.
We end up with the same size ball, but if you think about it, all of the lard is inside. See, this is even more pliable because it rested more longer. See, I've collected tricks from everybody and put them all together. There we go. So now we put the lard. Yeah, realized lard is good because years ago they didn't have the butter that we use. They had a lot of lard, and that's what they used, and it was the most flaky pastry this way. Also, when you do this, you sprinkle a little bit of flour. When the lard starts melting when you bake it, the flour that we sprinkle catches that and keeps it inside. Now we're gonna cut it in strips. We're gonna leave one strip a little wider so we can, yeah, this will be the wider one. It doesn't have to be too many strips, okay? And then we roll inside. In the meantime, I pull. By pulling, it makes it even thinner. So then this goes into the next one this way, because we have all these openings. They're going to be, wrapped inside.
But the aim is still sort of make it like a ball form, right?
Right. Now this is the one that wraps everything in.
Sorry, I know I'm adjusting and being annoying.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
John would beg to differ.
Hi, John.
The brand Tenderflake, is that a particular brand you like as well? Or?
Yes, yes. I like Tenderflake because it's not heavy. Now, these are ready to roll and make pita. Or, what you can do is make them in advance and put them in a bag with a lot of flour, put them in the freezer, and when they come out, they make a better filo. So it's better if the dough is frozen and then you bring it out.
Okay.
My concern is I don't want to crowd them. So I tried to put only 2 in a bag. Okay. This can go in the freezer. You have room?
Yes. Move over. So ingredients for the filling, cheese filling.
We need feta cheese, and the yogurt, when it cooks, it becomes almost like ricotta, but it has a tangy taste, and it just gives it a little bit of a nice flavor.
Okay. You like the Balkan style yogurt?
Plain.
Yeah,
Plain Balkan style.
Yeah.
It has enough fat in it too, so it's not too watery in the filling.
Right. Cool.
So that's all. And we need the eggs.
Eggs, yeah.
We need 2 eggs to kind of connect everything together. That's all we need for the cheese.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's much easier, the easiest filling.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, we will get started on the filling then.
Yeah.
So we forgot one really important piece of ingredient for the filling.
It's not actually an ingredient, it's something we put in.
I know, that's why I use the air quotes.
Oh, you said that. It's a coin that we use. In the olden times, they used to put a gold coin in there. Yeah. But now we kind of represent that with any kind of coin. I just have a 20 here. And if it's gold, it's safe enough to put it in. Well, because it's not either gold or silver, we have to wrap it. I used to wrap it in an aluminum foil, but I know a little bit better now not to use aluminum in the acidity of the filling. So this is parchment paper, so we have to put that inside the filling after. Now the filling, how much I put in. This is enough, and this gets crumbled. Now, if I were to use only feta, obviously I would use more. But because I have other cheeses, this should be enough. This is the amount that we have, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely 2 cups, at least.
It's a little bit more than 2 cups. I'd like to be generous with the feta cheese because it's the strongest one of all. The ricotta cheese is about 400 grams. The whole thing goes in. And some of this is like 2 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons, 7.
That looks like maybe a cup and a quarter.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and the 2 eggs. Some people like to put oregano and things like that.
Some people like oregano?
Inside for flavor. I don't. I prefer to allow the cheese to give the flavor.
Yeah, oregano's pretty strong.
Yeah. All right, this is it. I'll see how the texture is. If we need an extra egg, we can, or extra yogurt, just to make it nice and creamy. And the consistency to be pretty uniform. I think it's good. So, how many? 2, 3, about 5 cups maybe altogether, something like that.
Yeah.
The thing is that if we think that it's not enough filling, we could always crumble some more cheese on top. These are the balls we made in advance.
Right.
And we put them in the freezer. And when it's room temperature, it's more pliable, it opens up better. It's easier to work with because the dough has rested. That's the reason.
Okay.
Then the butter, we're gonna get some butter on the pan. We don't need a lot of flour this time because we already used up enough to make it. This is only for not sticking. You have to be careful of the flour too. You can over flour it, and then it's you're not going to be able to do anything with it.
So you're just rolling it out, kind of
Pressing it and trying to make it thinner, as thin as possible. In the meantime, we're going to work on another one. Let this rest for a bit. It's a lengthy process, and you need a lot of patience for this. It's good for my arm muscles.
Should we be preheating the oven?
That's not a bad idea. It will be
350?
no 400. See how nice this is becoming.
What's the trick to not putting holes in it? Practice?
That and the dough. The dough has to be flexible.
And, so, and can you describe the technique? Because it looks almost like you're almost stretching it apart a little bit with your...
Yes, I am. See, like this. See, I use this, and you can't make your fingers too pointy because then they're gonna get right through. What I'm gonna do for saving room as well, I'm gonna put this over here and let it rest, and we're gonna pull some more afterwards. Some people that are more skillful than I am, they just pull and pull and pull and pull. Okay.
So what is it that you're doing? You're just kind of
I'm
working it and stretching it more.
Yeah, because
now that it's sat a bit.
It has relaxed a little bit. It's willing to work with me. Again, the dough being rested makes a huge difference. All right. So every time we put a layer of filo, we put butter. And the bottom, I like it wrinkled because it creates those empty spots, the air spots, I should say. Now, this one.
You're just doing more kind of pulling,
more stretching.
more pulling, stretching.
Pulling and stretching, yes. So you hold it with one and pull with the other. It's not completely round, but that's okay. As long as it goes over there, and it does. Oh boy, this is good. And this will go over the pan because we're gonna fold it after we put the filling. It's looking good. I do like to put a little bit of butter still, even though the filling goes in it. So we have everything ready to go. You don't want to put the filling too far in advance because it'll wet the filo and then it doesn't bake the same. Okay, so you put it just before you're going to put the top.
And I see you're really making careful to spread it all the way to the edge.
Make sure that it's all even, yes,
yeah.
The edge. Okay. This is it. We'll fold now. See how it goes? And then push it right back in. We keep stretching though every time. All right.
Don't forget the coin.
That's right. I almost did. Sometimes I have.
No problemo. You just sneak it in after.
I do, yes. Here. So it's buried well, and you can't see it from the bottom or the top. Here we go. We're starting the year really good. This is one of the better ones that I've seen. You know, it looks very successful so far. Look at all the folds that we have. Oh, great. Doesn't it look good?
Good start to 2021, that's for sure, Mom.
Exactly, yeah. Better things to come. There you go. Oh. Now the butter. It's perfect. 400 degrees, 40 minutes. It's perfect. This is how you know.
Oh yeah, crispy.
There you go.
Yeah. So stand over here more because the camera is. You're in the back. So
where?
That camera is on, and so you don't want your back to the camera.
Oh, okay.
So stand here.
Oh, I see. It doesn't matter now because we're just gonna turn it. It doesn't matter how we're sitting.
That's right. I think that I could do enough compilations of you.
Oh, stop.
You hitting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of like little flash ones. I mean, we've only done 3 videos. Just normally we'd be sitting at the dining room table. We would put this out, cut it first, then you spin it, And whatever piece lands in front of you, that's the piece that you get and you eat, and whoever gets the coin wins. Our way that we're doing it is we've done Post-it notes for everybody in the family where they would be sitting. My dad is no longer with us, but he definitely still gets a piece. And then my mom is going to socially distance drop off the pieces for my brother's family. We're going to all meet on Zoom and eat together on Zoom. Mom, you can start cutting. The trick to cutting is don't cut the coin.
If you end up on the coin, then they say it belongs to the house. The luck is in the house.
Oh, okay.
If it's on the coin.
All right.
Can you hear it?
Sometimes people will cut one for the house. They might cut one if they're a little bit more religious, might cut one for Jesus. I think we used to.
We used to before the boys came.
Yeah, then there's too many pieces. So, Jesus would understand. And I know that some of my family members, aunts, would make a little notch, or they would know where the coin was and would strategically place it for the grandkids. But my mom doesn't play that game. She likes it to be legit and fair.
And sometimes they put as many grandchildren. Defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
In my mind.
Yeah, everybody gets a trophy, not in this household. You gotta fight for your worth.
That way, when you do get the trophy, you know you earned it.
Yeah. Now that they're cut, we can do the spinning.
Now, this is James's, this is yours, this is mine, this is Sheena's, Nathan's, John, and your dad's.
All right.
And that's Peter's.
Sweet. Oh, that worked out really well. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy to
Oh, I'm so glad I'm recording.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys since last year, except for Bubba.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
He hasn't seen you since last year.
Except for Bubba.
That's,
So do you guys remember who got the coin last year?
yeah?
I think it was me or Dedo.
Yeah,
Was
it was
it?
you, Nathan. I looked back into my text messages. We were in Vietnam at the time,
Yeah.
but I remember that you guys had cut pieces for us. Yeah, you texted me that Nathan got the coin. So everybody's got their piece?
I got mine.
All right.
You're looking in this area.
Mom,
Well, no, it's closer to the edge.
I just want to eat.
Don't bite into it.
Too late.
Oh, I mean into the coin.
It's not me, I didn't get it.
Where'd Peter go?
I got a knife and fork.
Oh, princess.
Dad would be proud.
Well, I don't have it. Your dad doesn't have it either, so one of you has it. Careful when you bite into it. You don't want to bite onto it if you have it.
Did you get that, sorry? So where do we put this? Do we put it in our eye to try to eat it too?
You know what?
Um,
You put it in your mouth, but don't bite into the coin if you got
Oh, we know until we bite it.
it. You look for it.
so then you put it in your eye.
Mom, you can tell him somewhere else to put it.
Okay.
I'm nice.
I didn't.
Jamie got it! Yay!
Yay!
Mom said don't bite into it. What are you doing?
I luckily only got the wax paper.
Mwah. Congratulations.
So,
You have to keep that. Don't spend it. Don't use it.
why not?
Put it. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna keep bringing you luck, more money.
More money, more problems.
So how are you
That was-
liking it, Jamie? Peter, Nathan? Ah, Nathan.
Who are you asking a question to?
No, Nathan. What do you think, Nathan?
Good.
Just good?
The top part is good.
I know, that's what I see. My mom used to mark the spot and I would win it, and I didn't like that. I knew it. I liked the money. I didn't like that. I want it that way. It's not a real win.
So, Nathan and Peter, what are you guys excited for in 2021?
High school. Yeah, high school, I guess.
Oh man.
Hopefully I can record and release some more music this year.
Oh, Nathan, what are you excited about?
I was just gonna ask.
5. Doing piano lessons and learning more songs on the keyboard.
I got a fun fact that we figured out last night about 2021. The last time there was a sequential year change was 101 years ago. So this only happens every 101 years.
There you go.
1920, 1819, 1718, so on and so forth. So the next time a sequential year change will be 21, 22. And there's probably only a handful of people alive that got to experience 2 of those. Huh?
I won't be around.
Well, you're on your 3rd one, aren't you?
Ha ha ha.
What was Jesus like?
He's a hippie.
Radical left-wing socialist.
He's so woke.
Okay.
Love you all.
Love you.
We love you. 2021. Here we come.
Bye.
Bye.